In this lesson, we are going to implement search screen. When user type a keyword in the search box and press enter, we redirect user to this screen and show products based on the keyword. Also, in the right side, we show filter section based on the departments, based on the price, and based on the average rating of reviews. Also, user can sort products based on price, average rating, and newest arrival. To get the source code of this lesson, go to repository and in the commit section, find video 35 create search screen. If you are ready, let's get to code. Here is the plan to create search screen. Go to the screens folder, right-click new file and set file name to search screen.js. Type RFC and press tab to create a React functional component. And I'm going to define navigate from use navigate. Control space. Use navigate is coming from React router DOM. I'm going to import a link and use location too because we need them in this screen. The next step is getting search from use location. Search contains the query string. To get the query string, use this command. New URL search params and pass the search as a parameter to this class. And to get the category from the query string, use this code search params.getCategory. So if the URL is like this /search question category equal to, let's say, shirts, then this function returns shirts. If it's empty or null or undefined, it's gonna be all, the category variable. Do the same for other filters, query, price range, and rating. So we are going to filter products based on the category, search query, based on the price range, and based on the average rating. Also, we're gonna apply sort. If order is in the query string, set it in the order variable, otherwise the default order is newest. The last item in the query string is the page. We are going to implement pagination for search screen and we get the page from the query string. If it does not exist, the default page is page 1. Awesome. It's time to define a reducer. Using useReducer, import it from React, define a reducer, and get loading error products, pages, and count products from the reducer. And the default value for loading is true, and the error is empty string. Let's define the reducer. Scroll up. Right before the search screen, define reducer function like this. We have 3 cases. If fetch request loading is true, if fetch success fill products from backend, current page, number of pages, number of all products, and loading is false. If there is an error, show the error, fill the error with the action payload, and set loading to false. As a default case, return current state. Scroll down, and here it's time to go for use effect. Define use effect function. Import use effect from React. And we are going to define fetch data function here. It's an async function. And inside this function, create a try catch body. Try catch error. For the catch part, just dispatch fetch fail like this. Get error. Open utils.js inside frontend folder and control space and get error to get the recommendation from utils.js. Then go to the try part. We are going to send an AJAX request to this API. /API/products/search, pass the page number, query string, category, price range, rating, and order as a parameter. Make it Axios, control space, and import it from Axios. Scroll up, import Axios from Axios. Save the code and come back to the fetch data function. After getting data, dispatch, fetch success, and the payload is the data. Then call fetch data like this. Click here on the lamp and update dependencies. In the dependency array of the use effect, I have all variables that I'm using in the query string. If you change any of these variables, this function runs again and fetch data will apply the filter. In the next step, like what we did in the app.js, define categories as a state hook imported from useState and define a use effect to fetch categories and set them in the category variable. Import toast at the beginning from React Toastify. Scroll down and here is the categories. The next function that I'm gonna define is getFilterURL. Right before return, define getFilterURL. We use getFilterURL when we change the filter. For example, if we change the page, we check the filter.page. If it does exist, use it, otherwise use the page that we defined in the reducer. Do the same for others like this, for filter category, query, rating, price, and sort order. And what we're gonna return is the filter URL. It's gonna be like this, return search category, the filter category, query, price, rating, sort, and page. We will use it in the next step. Get rid of search screen here and let us start by setting helmet. Define helmet and the title is search products. Import helmet from helmet, React helmet async, and then define a row from React Bootstrap. Define a call. The first call is for showing filters and the first filter is by department or category. To show the category, define a div and a UL like this. Inside the UL, the first element is a link and this link is any. So when you click on this link, we call getFilterURL and change the category to all. So it's going to make the search category all and it returns all products from backend in all categories. After that, we need to use categories.map function after this UL and render all categories using this li. Create li, set key to the category name and create a link, set class name. If current category is equal to the selected category, make it bold, otherwise set the class to empty. And when user click on it, user will be redirected to the filter URL function here and render the name of the link to the category. Save the code and let's import row from React Bootstrap and call from React Bootstrap. Scroll up, get rid of ESM in the auto import. Scroll down and let's go for the next filter. We implemented the department and it's time to go for the price range filter. After this div, create another div. In this div, set heading 3 to price, create UL, and the first li is to remove the price range filter and show with all products price. After this li, render all prices. Using this li, I show the price name and getFilterURL get price value. Let's define prices. Scroll up. Before the component definition, after reducer, define prices. It's an array of objects and each object has a name, $1. The first one is $1 to $50 and the value is 1-50. We pass this as a query string to the backend. I'm going to define another array here. It's rating, very similar to the prices, but for the rating, we have 4 stars and up. The rating is 4, 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 star. So it's gonna filter products based on their average ratings. Save the file, scroll down, and right after the product price range, define another div And in this div, the heading is average customer review. The first list item in this UL is any. Save the code, import rating from components/rating. And what we're gonna do here is to create a link. Inside the link, we show the rating. The first item in the rating is 4 stars. So this rating is gonna show 4 stars. Here we have rating and non-reviews. I'm gonna add another property to it. It's caption. And at the very end, get rid of this span and replace it with this. If caption exists, set it to caption. Otherwise, make it like before. Save the code, go to search screen, save the code here, add another li. In this li, we set the rating to 0 and caption to assign up. And what it does is to remove the rating filter. Save the code and let's go for the product list. After this call, create another call, set MD to 9 like this, and use the loading error and content pattern like this. If loading show loading box, error show message box, and if it's time to show data, I'm using empty container here. Save the code and import loading box from loading and message box from components folder. In the empty container here, define a row, set justify content between and margin button 3, create column, set MD to 6, and render this div. If count products is equal to 0, show no, otherwise count product result. Also, if there is query filter, show it in the header of the search result. At the end, import button from button, scroll up, get rid of ESM, scroll down, and find the button here. At the end, show a button, the icon is times circle, and when user click on it, we remove all filters and redirect user to the search screen. Create another call next to this and push it to the very right, then show sort by. For sort by, I'm going to create a select box. Here is the select box, and the value is order. When user select an item, we redirect user to the get filter URL and change the order. And the options is newest arrival, price, and average rating, reviews. Save the code, and let's go for showing products. After this, row, create this conditional rendering. If products.length is equal to 0, show no product found. Otherwise, render products like this. Products.map, import product from components/product and pass the product. For a smaller screen, it's 6, larger screen 4, and the class has margin button 3. Save the code and let's go for showing pagination buttons. After this row, press enter and type this code. What we do here is to create an array from pages. So if we have 10 pages, there should be 10 items in this array, and we map each item to link container, and the link is page equal to x plus 1. So the first item is 0, plus 1 is gonna be 1. So it show buttons from page 1 to the page n, and n is number of pages in the result. Import link container from React, router, bootstrap. Save the code and go to the app.js in RC frontend, scroll down, find the route section and duplicate one of routes, change it to search, change cart screen to search screen, press tab to import search screen, and let's go to the backend and implement this API. The API to filter products. Go to product routes and duplicate this, change it to search. We are going to apply filters based on the query string in the rec variable. To make it async handler like this, copy this, paste it here, and wrap the whole component inside async handler, and at the very beginning of this function, get page size, page, category, brand, price, rating, order, and search query from the query string. What is page sizes? Need to define it here. By default, it's 3. The next step is defining query filter. Here, I'm going to define query filter. For query filter, check search query. It's coming from the query string. If it exists and it's not equal to all, I set this object to the query filter. Name equal to use regex search query, and it's case insensitive. So it's the object that we pass to the find method on the product model in Mongoose. If search query does not exist or it's all, don't filter based on the product name. Do the same for category. We have category filter, rating filter, sort filter, price filter. I'm using prices.split-0 and 1 to get the minimum and maximum value in the price value. It's like 1 to 20, so I get 1. All prices that is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 50. And get the sort order like this. If order is equal to featured, sort by featured -1. If it's equal to lowest, price ascending. If it's highest, price descending by -1, and other criterias. Great, it's time to get products. Get rid of product.find and replace it with this function. It's product.find but applies the filters in the query, category, price, and rating. Also, we sort them based on the sort order and skip page size multiplied by page -1 and limit by page size. So it applies the pagination to the product.find function. After this, we need to count products in the filter. So use this code. Count products is coming from this function, product.count products, and apply the filters here. And what we need to send is not just the products. We need to send this object, products, count products, current page, and all pages. To calculate all pages, we need to divide count products by page sizes. Save the code, and here is the API to filter products at this address. Let's get the query from rec. Define query equal to rec and check the results. Go to the home page, click on search. Awesome. Here I have 4 results. Here is the sort. Let's try sort low to high, high to low, and customer average review. It works. Select pants, only show pants. Let's make this bold. Go to index.css. At the very end, define text bold to font bold. Aha, great. Shirts, any price range, any filter by average customer review, and they works. Also, let's search for fit and press enter. Only returns fit. And let's click on shirts. It works. Pants. It works. Great. We successfully implemented product search screen. Let's review what we did. In the product routes, we implement an API to returns products based on filter and sort criteria and sort order. In app.js, we use that search screen. We defined a route for search screen. In index.css, we defined text bold to bold the selected filter. In the rating.js, we show the caption if it exists after the stars, and we created search screen to filter products. That's it about this lesson. Until next lesson, bye-bye.